Oppenheimer trailer reactions. Get right to it, guys. Action! So, Angela, what are we reviewing today in this trailer? What are we talking about? Which came randomly on a Sunday night. We were just cooking. You were cooking your dinner soup, and out of nowhere came Christopher Nolan. Not biased whatsoever. I actually did get to not officially meet him, but I saw him. I was quick scenario here, or quick backstory here to put to context. We were at the Warner Brothers lot. He was filming. I believe it wasn't Dunkirk. It was Interstellar. That's what it was. Interstellar. And
we took a tour.
And we were eating in a long lunch. And I heard from a distance, I recognized the voice because I listened to a lot of his interviews a lot when...
and to be put in context more, this area we had lunch, anybody, any cast, crew, actor, anyone would eat lunch there. Yeah. So they had warned us before, you could see some stars
but you can't go crazy, and you can't
fangirl out and ambush them, right? So we're like, okay, cool, whatever, right? So we're eating with our little tour group. Yeah. And then, sure enough, Christopher Nolan walks in. Yep. And he gets all
I
quietly fangirl.
couldn't even finish my food. I couldn't even finish my food. So, to put in perspective here, obviously I'm biased already. Christopher Nolan, he's a masterpiece of a filmmaker. You know, he's phenomenal. I loved him in so many different films that he's done. Obviously with the Batman, with Dunkirk, I loved. With Interstellar, which is the masterpiece that Matthew McConaughey scene. It's just so much different storytelling. Him and his brother Jonathan Nolan have just done a phenomenal job with storytelling. He took the Batman and made it to a real life Batman in our generation, in our time. Just so much iconic. Heath Ledger, the iconic Michael Caine, where he says, when Batman, I will never forget this, Christian Bale's in this scene. He comes in with these beautiful one-liners, Christopher Nolan, with the writing, with the story arc here. He says, some people just want to watch the world burn. And he's talking about Joker. And Michael Caine says that. It's just beautifully done. And of course, I'm not saying it the way Michael Caine does because he's phenomenal. The way he says lines is just so beautiful. But let's get right to it, guys. Obviously, we're going out of board here. But hey, I'm excited for this because this is definitely really good. Christopher Nolan here with Oppenheimer.
Excuse us if we're pronouncing it wrong.
Yeah, excuse me for pronouncing it wrong. Starring Cillian Murphy, which I really did like. I like the Scarecrow himself, which was the very first one.
Murphy, so he's great. Yeah, great actor. I think he's super underrated. To be honest, I can't wait to see what he brings to this. I'm not familiar.
Story of an American scientist, J. Robert Oppenheimer, and his role in the development of the atomic bomb. So get this. So behind the scenes here, there is actually rumor that he actually staged, not actually made an atomic bomb, but staged an atomic bomb. No VFX were used. None. And which is funny because Christopher Nolan's always known to do that. He does not like using CGI. He doesn't.
I mean, to a certain degree.
Yeah,
obviously with Interstellar, he had to.
I mean, for certain, but for the most part, he won't use CGI. Yeah. He will not use.
That's the thing, and you could really tell in his films because the shots are beautiful,
and he shots everything in IMAX, which I love. It's cinematography. It's cinematically beautiful. It really is. But let's get right to it, guys. I mean, you heard enough of me rumbling on. Let's get right to it.
So this is the official trailer.
Official trailer, guys. Let's get right to it.
Alrighty. Cillian Murphy with beautiful blue eyes.
We imagine a future.
Wow.
And our imaginings horrify us. They won't fear it until they understand it. And they won't understand it until they've used it. Theory will take you only so far. Trusted with such a weapon. yours. There's only one.
Oh, exactly.
I'm going to tell the truth about what's happening here.
Oh, July.
Damn, shot in 70 millimeter 30. Oh my god. All right, what'd you think of this, Angela?
I can't rave enough about Cillian Murphy. He's such an underrated actor. He looks like he's gonna take this to another level, to be honest. And I really, really gotta appreciate the shots of the opening explosion.
Yeah,
but not just the opening shot, but how it's intertwined with the rest of the shots
and the science behind it. I like how it looks like they're gonna explore not just like, oh, this is the atomic bomb. They're actually gonna go in theory of the whole science behind it, how it's made, to educate us as human beings in this world, educate us on how and why this was formed and all this stuff. And I love that. That's really good. Christopher Nolan does a really good job when it comes to science films, and Cillian Murphy looks so terrified when he realizes that he created just a destruction of.
It's literally a weapon of mass destruction.
Yeah, mass destruction. He really did, and we see a little glimpses of here. But this cast is just phenomenal. By the way,
the trailer doesn't give away
not all the cast,
even a fraction of the cast. Like, we get Cillian Murphy's the main one, the leader.
His wife is actually played by Kitty Oppenheimer, which is Emily Blunt.
Yeah.
Dude,
so
Emily
Blunt.
Dude.
We also get, I think,
Matt Damon's in here. Robert
Gary
Downey
Oldman.
Jr. Oh my.
So looking at this cast list, it is jam-packed with
stacked.
A-listers, right?
Yeah.
And we saw a familiar face, Josh Peck. Oh my gosh, I can't wait to see him.
Dude, I haven't seen him in a movie ever. I don't think I ever seen him in a movie.
I think he has been, but I really haven't seen him anything personally since and then Nickelodeon.
We see Jack Quaid there in the hallway as well, which we all know him. From the boys. Rami Malek is cast in here too, but we didn't see him in the trailer. I like this though. This trailer doesn't give that much away.
Yes, I like that.
It leaves us mysterious. Like, what is going on here?
And I really appreciate those small little details that Nolan is famous for. Like, you could tell this is a Nolan film. Like, just the way that it's cut and suspenseful. It's beautiful. It's shot beautifully. Like, again, though fire scenes where it's like explosion scenes intertwined with the rest of the film, the trailer. Beautiful.
I kind of feel like, for me, this is definitely a fantastic trailer. This is the perfect trailer for what to come out. I think this is just the right time, the right amount of runtime in this trailer. This trailer comes out to be 2 minutes and 3 seconds. It gives us questions more than answers. It really does.
Which
I'll be honest
what
here.
It's supposed to do.
Yeah, does this get me, trailers for me, everyone's like, they give so much in the trailer. What's the job of trailers? Everyone doesn't understand. For a trailer, again, it's just my point of view, guys, but take it whatever. Take it however you want it. This is the truth here. Fact. Trailers are supposed to get you pumped for a movie. They are. They're supposed to get you pumped and get you like, holy crap, when does this movie come out? I cannot wait to see this. And this did its job.
I'm very particular with trailers because I don't want to know the entire plot of the movie in the trailer, right? Like, I know it's like, oh, like, this is the bad guy now. This is the story plot. This is the characters. And that's all explained in 2 minutes. Yeah. And I don't need that. Yeah. I love that, like you say, it adds mystery. Yeah. It gets you just intrigued enough to be like, oh, shoot, it's the atomic bomb creation. Yeah. What's going on? Yeah. And so, again, more questions than answers. Mm-hmm. I like the way this trailer's formatted, the way it's edited. Brilliant, right? Yeah. So this gets me pumped. It does its job. Mm-hmm. I can't wait. I'm also biased for Christopher Nolan, I gotta say, because his films are great. But also, I really seeing the cast, seeing the way this is done. It really is such a great. It looks like it's going to be such a great film. Yeah, and to put into perspective here, Christopher Nolan, this movie, I feel like that because he's so
Hollywood, the Oscars, they really don't rank his movies. He's there like nomination as far as like director and all that. It's the curse of being a masterpiece director. But I don't know. In this movie here, he, depending on the year it turns out, again, we haven't even started the year yet. But again, portraying what I'm seeing right now, I could not say that he would not at least get a nomination in any of the VFX.
Well, I mean, you can't really judge, like, just because he hasn't won a lot of awards.
Or he doesn't get nominated anyway, yeah.
But like, to put it in perspective, how long did it take for Leonardo DiCaprio to finally win an Oscar, right?
Yeah, which he well-deserved in other movies.
Well-deserved,
besides The
right?
I thought The Revenant was his worst film in his career, like one of the worst films in his career.
I wouldn't say the worst, but I do think...
The Bear deserved an Oscar more than he did, but anyways, I remember that joke.
Again, so I think, like, again, it's sad that he hasn't, gotten a lot of his films nominated.
Yeah.
But you know what?
I thought he deserved it in Inception, but that's just my take there.
I think he deserved a lot of things. But I really hope this gets him recognition that he deserves. Yeah. He's such a great director.
It has a very variety of casting here. It really does. It brings so much between Josh Beck, Robert Downey Jr., Emily Blunt, Rami Malek. I mean, some of these people are Oscar winners, and it's just crazy because I'm just like, what more does Christopher Nolan have to do in order to get, because people know that if you ever work with Christopher Nolan, and we've seen so many different interviews where they expect 100% and above for him, that cinematography, the acting, the way he portrays his direction in this movie, because all his movies are well directed, they are, but I think in this point of view, again, this, call me crazy, call me whatever you want, call me biased. It is what it is, guys. I think he should get nominated at least for a director, or for this movie, a director or something, get nominated in the Oscar race. I think that's just my take there. Knowing where he left off, because he no longer wants to work with Warner Brothers anymore because of the at-home release that they did for his last film. So with Tenet, and so with that case scenario happening there, Universal, now knowing that he's found a new home, because his home was at Warner Brothers for a long time. Yeah, he loved working with Warner Brothers. Now this is Universal. Tenet was also Let's see what film. He brings to the table. Let's see what he brings to the cinematography here, and I cannot wait to see what else he brings into this film resume. I can't wait.
And I would say we give this trailer a thumbs up.
Thumbs up, guys. 7/21/23 is when his film comes out in IMAX. I'm definitely gonna check this out in IMAX. Hopefully they film it. Hopefully they screen it in IMAX. I can't wait. But question is for you guys: what did you think of this Oppenheimer trailer reaction? Thank you so much for sticking with us this long. I know I rambled on, talked about my experience with Christopher Nolan, even though I didn't have an experience with him. It was definitely life changing. It really was. But yeah, guys, the question is for you: what did you think of this trailer? What did you think of this? Are you on board? Are you loving it? Are you hating it? Are you just like, it looks crappy? But I guarantee you, you're probably gonna be like, this looks good. This looks anticipating. It really does for 2023, guys. Thank you so much. As always, I'm your host, Ryan Z. Ryan680.
Amanda, that cat at the end.
And this is Alamo City Movie Talk. Check you later, guys. Stay safe, San Antonio. Peace.